What's going on, everyone? Talen here. Welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one here, we're going to be taking in Emma Frost against Galactus. I don't think I have done that yet, or at least I haven't done that yet with this uniform, I know. Might have done it with her previous uniform, the Marvel Now uniform, but I wanted to test her out with the Phoenix 5 uniform, because I've had her like this for a while. I just never... I don't know, got around to bringing her in against Galactus, even though I seem to do that with a lot of characters. For some reason, Emma skipped my mind here. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at her build here, and then we'll hop into the gameplay and see how she did. For her gears, we have all of her gears maxed out, so I have invested a bit of resources in Emma here. I haven't re-rolled all of my Uru slots to get to 5, but we do have 4 activated slots, and they are fully filled with Uru. For her skills, we have all of her skills fully leveled up. For her ISO 8 set, we have Power of Angry Hulk. It is fully awakened. And then for her Obelisk here, I still don't have a CTP on her. I just have a regular Obelisk. We have a Mind Damage, Fire Damage, 180 proc, and I don't know, I kind of just left this on her because then I could switch between whichever uniform I want, because this one's Mind Damage and this one's Fire Damage, and I have both Mind and Fire here. But of course, she would benefit a lot more if I just gave her like a CTP of Energy, Judgment, or Rage. So I don't know, I may or may not do that in the future. Just depends on it, you know, if I have any more of those obelisks or those CTPs kind of laying around, because right now I kind of have them allocated to other characters, and she performs just fine with this regular obelisk here, because she is damage proc friendly, so you don't necessarily need a CTP or an activation on her. And what is with her glitching wings there, like a second, like a bug or something? I don't remember. Come on, straighten out. I don't know. I don't remember them doing that. I remember them actually looking a little more flowy and not just like phasing in and out like teen. Anyway, enough of that. Let's take a look at the details here. She has max attack speed. Her crit rate's a little low. Crit damage is a little low, so I could work on those some. Her ignore defense and skill cooldown are maxed out. So that's her stats. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay and see how she did against Galactus. Alright, so here we are loading into the fight against Galactus. We have Gringo helping us out here, and then we have a random teammate that has 2 tier 3s on the team for some reason, and they're using the Fury lead, so I don't know, maybe they'll be able to do something here. I've already forgotten how this fight actually goes in terms of how much damage everyone did. But the team that I'm using is going to be Satana with Ghost Panther, getting all of that fire damage up for Emma there, because now, of course, with this uniform, she is fire elemental damage instead of mind damage like her previous uniform. The skill rotation that I like to use for Emma here, that just I'm using against Galactus, is going to be using the 3 and then waiting for 2 of the clones to appear, or the illusions, whatever they are, and then I hop into the 5th and instant cancel that into the 4th skill, which is where I get all of my damage, and I want my damage proc. Then the first skill I just used for the iframe, a little bit of extra damage, but then after that I pretty much kite around, because if you use the 2nd skill, it has that like lingering damage from the fireball, and that kind of sets off my damage proc early, so I never really get my skill rotation to stay consistent with that. And here, for some reason, I thought the 4th skill was going to end a little bit closer, and ended up getting hit there by the purple circles. I thought that the skill animation would go a lot quicker, and I'd be able to get out of there right after the 4th skill. But nope, it lasted a little too long. I got clipped there, and then I got guard broken, and I had to wait to get out of there. But luckily for me, we have a Luna Snow here that hopefully will use a tier 3 skill and heal me up, which I don't remember if that happens or not. But as you can see right now, the damage is looking pretty good, for what I remember, and looking at the length of the clip here, because of course I'm doing this commentary after I've already recorded this clip. It looks like it's a pretty much full time clear, so it takes the entire time to clear this. So either the damage starts falling off quite a bit, or somebody has their DPS die partway through here, which might be right here. Did that? Well, that Nick Fury looks like, oh, he actually survived that. Impressive. Yeah, so move on to the next phase. And okay, no one's dead yet. That's kind of what I was checking there, because he switched over to Nick Fury. Yeah, switching over to get a little bit of healing there, because that Luna never did her tier 3, so we can heal up Emma a little bit, and then we can resume here. So maybe we'll skip ahead a little bit here and see how we're doing a little bit closer to the end of the fight. Alright, so now we're a little bit more than halfway through the allotted time here. As you can see, we are kind of slowly whittling him down now, because as you can see, just laying there on the ground, it looks like the Luna Snow is out of commission, and I think all of that guy's characters are out of commission. So now it's just me and Gringo here doing some damage, and he doesn't, I don't think, have the best build on his cable, so this will be a little bit slow here, especially since I don't remember how much of the damage Emma is actually doing. Like, I really love Emma. She's really fun to play, and I have her built up quite nicely, but her damage here against Galactus doesn't seem to be the best. She can do pretty well in World Boss Ultimate. She does really well in Squad Battle if you need her for the Blast Villain Mutant Day, I believe it was. I don't think that was in the Vibranium. I think that was in the league below, whatever it is, the Platinum League. I can't remember the name of the leagues. That's how much I play Squad Battles. I need to start playing that more. I just kind of forget about Squad Battle, and then I'm like rushing through it on like the last day of the week, doing like all 6 battles, and it's really annoying. But anyway, yeah, so Emma is really fun to play, and I really like Emma, but I think her damage might be a little low here against Galactus, and I can't remember how she did with the other uniform. If I remember correctly, she did have enough damage to do like a third of the damage, but it was really close. So we'll see what happens here. Because we're getting down to the end. We have 2 minutes, 45 seconds, and 12 bars to get through. And that shouldn't be a problem. It's just how much of that 2 minutes is it going to actually take. As you can see here, let's see how much damage he's actually doing. So we're about to do our skill rotation here. Boom, and hop into the 4th. And it looks like she does about a bar's worth of damage with that one. Is that damage clock right at the start? Yeah, somewhere around like a bar's worth of damage there with the 4th skill and the damage proc, which is not too bad. And there, when you get the co-op skill going, you get a little bit more, almost 2 bars worth. So yeah, Emma's doing okay here. I would have liked to see her do a little bit better, but I guess her raw damage isn't as high as I would like, or just elemental damage doesn't work as well against Galactus here. Oh, and he's doing this attack that I don't see very often. Sometimes this attack gets me into trouble because it's random, and I'm like, usually it doesn't hit me, so I'm just going to sit here and attack, but then when it does actually hit me, it does a lot of damage, and I kind of get wrecked that way. Alright, we're down to the last bar here. Oh, we're going to have to wait 1 more skill rotation. Nope, I think Cable's going to get it as soon as the damage proc goes off for him. There it goes. Alright, so what did we do? We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. We had full support here. I did 42% of the damage, which is how much? 30 million. Alright, so that's not bad. So 8 minutes, 41 seconds, 30 million damage. So she did more than a third of the damage. If we let the full 10 minutes go out, that'd probably been like 34 million. Or maybe 33, 34, somewhere around there. So yeah, Emma actually can do Galactus if you have a very similar build to me. She can do a Galactus just fine as long as you have 2 other teammates that could do a third of the damage. So overall, Emma looks like she's going to be a good option for Galactus here, but I did have to use Ghost Panther and Satana. Well, Satana you're not really going to use for many other characters, but I had to use a 70% leadership with Ghost Panther. That's kind of a double support for Emma because he has the flame damage and the supervillain damage increase. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of Emma here, and look forward to the next Galactus video. But for now, that's going to be it on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.